major difference between using MLA and APA is basically this. So I'm going to say author, I don't know, something about transitional objects. And then she was published, I think, in 2020. I want to say 2020. So that's basically the difference. MLA, you used to put in like the page number here, but for APA, it's the date it was published. If you mention her name before the quote, you don't have to put it in the parentheses. The difference, if you did that, would be like, she says, go to a safe space. And then you would put Campo More 2020. Something else to note too is that the punctuation doesn't go inside of the quotations here. It goes after the parentheses. So, because it's part of the sentence technically. The quote sandwich idea is essentially that you have a lead in here, right? So you're not just plopping a quote in and being like, we're done. You have to put in a lead in. Then you're going to explain the quote after it. So you're going to say, like, she is saying that transitional objects help us in times of change. And then you can go from there and create analysis. For APA formatting, I'm going to show you a little trick. You want to follow me on your essays right now. Are you ready for this? We're going to go to Tools. We're going to click Citations. And then we're going to click this little drop down and go to APA. And then click Add Citation Source. And then you can choose your source type. So it's obviously, it's going to be newspaper article. We're going to say website. And then you can search it with a URL. So like if I were to go to Danielle. Okay, here we go. So I found her link. Copy. And then you can paste it right in there. Click search, and it pulls up all the information for you. So you want to double check it just to make sure it's all correct. But once you hit continue, it should already be plugged in there. Click add citation source, and it's right here. So what you can do is if say I was going to do this, right? She says, go to a safe space. I can have this toolbar open and just click cite, and it'll do it for me. Additionally, once you have all of your stuff together, you can click insert references, and it'll do it for you. So you can also do it where you like cite manually, like if you don't have all the information and you basically just plug everything in based on the website or based on like the Google Doc that I shared with you guys. More or less though, if you look it up, you'll be able to get the URL even if it has the paywall, like you can't read the article on it or whatever. You should be able to just copy and paste the URL. But this is what the references page essentially looks like. It should be on a separate page from the rest of your essay, so it'll be the last page, and it'll look just like this. This is what's called a hanging indent. So if you're trying to do this manually, or if you use EasyBib, you might not like copy and paste nice. So the hanging indent is, I believe, in paragraph. Format, line, paragraph, and spacing. Thing. Oh man, I don't remember how to do this on here. Search. Align and indent. Maybe? What'd you say? Indentation. The bottom. Options. Ah, you're right. Cool. So then the hanging indent only, you can just leave it like that and you can change it to hanging and hit apply and it'll do it for you. Does anybody have questions there? Yes.
Do you want references in bold? Or should we just not have that?
It really shouldn't be bold. It really should just be regular. Generally, like, the way that I have it set up on the back of the sheet is the way that it should normally look. So I do all caps references. You can just do like regular references like that, just so that way it's like clear. Any other questions? There's normally more to APA formatting, like if you're writing, I don't know, they do like a running header and all kinds of stuff. This is more like an intro to APA. This is like, I don't need all that. I don't need an abstract. I don't need a cover page. So we're just kind of keeping it as simple as possible. All right. So, anybody have any other questions?